kozesa magezi ki mwe bintu bivuga bulango bwa matali sport atobikono Luzze Musayani
Viola Nastende. I'm here watching Luzze Anderson.
Hello, my name is Judith Bavirie and you are in Anderson just watching and enjoy.
Haji wa hajati. Zandi hajati wa haji. Vivian Chendane Anderson Luzze.
Hey, what is the Ugandan property aka Luna Resident and real life? The one I'm learning Anderson. Better cook one and better cook so gama buno muleko.
Atulabengere tuli mu online so continue. I'm an upcoming artist.
Yo, watch me, man. Well, this is Surabaya School Headmaster Nick. You are representing the one and named Luzze Anderson. Tell your friend to tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend.
People like you so much from the west down. Is it true or false? Yes.
Why don't you take it? Don't you take it? Yeah.
hey tawuse
Echana charenga basi.
Atuwembere eri ku CNN ngayine oba ine kundi neisa bwenti.
Oba kati olira kati soka nenkola ki nengamba kakati sawa zino. Biroza mukoe ne kati bobo ofuluma. Osoka no gamba kati omanyi boy kati okikiridde ensi yonna. Okikiridde bakyaliwo baluze Anderson bali eri bakula bagamba kyaliwo bagenda kikuba otegera abana bageto bali eri bakulaba bembeera mu mutwe n'ofuluma ng'ogikubye eri esuuti embi.
So yeah, Luzze Andrew Anderson is my name.
Yo, my name is Bobby Wine, chilling out with Anderson Luzze.
Yo, and this is Taxwell representing the baddest. Luzze Anderson and one of the crews were doing a year with another
Entertainment to the climax.
With Andrew Anderson Luzze.
Anti-Doctor Return and hello, Luzze Anderson.
Yeah man, this is Anderson Luzze.
Andrew Anderson.
they call me Slim rocking with #1 Luzze don't get twisted I see
Firebase berawo, but you wanna berawo, nange berawo.
babuza Luzze okozesa magezi ki mwe bintu bivuga bulango bwa matali sport atobikono Luzze Musayani
Viola Nastende. I'm here watching Luzze Anderson.
Hello, my name is Judith Bavirie and you are in Anderson just watching and enjoy.
Haji wa hajati. Zandi hajati wa haji. Vivian Chendane Anderson Luzze.
Hey, what is the Ugandan property aka Luna Resident and real life? The one I'm learning Anderson. Better cook one and better cook so gama buno muleko.
Atulabengere tuli mu online so continue. I'm an upcoming artist.
Yo, watch me, man. Well, this is Surabaya School Headmaster Nick. You are representing the one and named Luzze Anderson. Tell your friend to tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend.
People like you so much from the west down. Is it true or false? Yes.
Why don't you take it? Don't you take it? Yeah.
hey tawuse
Echana charenga basi.
Atuwembere eri ku CNN ngayine oba ine kundi neisa bwenti. Yes, of course. How you doing? Of course, from wherever you are catching this from, Luzze Andrew Anderson is my name, and of course, I'm super excited. From wherever you are catching us from, you know, najosinzira okubanga otulaba ng'otuwulira. I want to say thank you very much for watching through. I'm super excited to be here. So for starters, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It doesn't matter, by the way, where you are catching us from. Nayo najoba osinzira okubanga otulaba waliwo bakyali baffe abamu nga right now tulina gamba good morning, tulina gamba good evening, tulina bakyali baffe abalala nga we are supposed to say good night, like for us here in Uganda. Of course, it is exactly 2 minutes past 11. Ziri essaawa 5 kwakayitako just eddakiika 2. So as long as you're catching us, you know gy'osinzira okubanga otulaba, I want to say thank you very much for watching through. And of course, babadde n'ebirungi stuff that happened good for you today. I want to say, of course, congratulations for you if you had anything very beautiful or very nice. Byoyiseemu nga leero olunaku terubadde rubi. There are times when things don't move the way basically we want them to be moving. Naye nga munange waliwo abamu nga bigenze bulungi, abalala tebigenze si bulungi, but kyonna kikiri, as long as you're still having life, that's what I always say. Obanga ochayina obulamu ng'okyali mulamu, that means anything is possible. As long as someone else can do it, that means you can also as well do it. Yeah, kitegeeza naawe osobola okukikola. Before we can go any further, today is going to be a little bit a tricky day. Yeah, luyina engeri gye lugenda okuba just kayala you know, most of the times tuba twakatandika ngena reducing my volume so to see if my sound is really nice. Yeah, my sound has proven me that we are doing bulungi. We are okay. Of course, tusinza waneno on this YouTube channel, of course, which is LAA. Yeah, but since lokubanga tukueleza from on other social media platform, to be specific, of course, ku Facebook, yeah, Facebook tubirayo on different pages, yeah. So obogenzeyo, you can notice that of course we will be on different Facebook pages, but maybe we might start a little bit late bachali bafabali ku Facebook, but of course for the people on YouTube, it is very okay. We can start off straight out, yeah. So bulokujiranga tutandikirawo, but before we can go any further, there is someone we really want to give a big ups, yeah. Onochali twagala more big ups. Is one of those guys, yeah. That gentleman you're seeing there, he's one of those guys that would really want to really appreciate so much. That is Mwami Muwada Nko Nyinji. Yeah, he's one of those guys. Of course, bachali. Of course, you can call it whatever you would love to call it. Abamba sobolo jita people power. Labasobolo kubanga bajita nope. Labasobolo gamanze mpagira Bobby Wine, whatever you could call it. Of course, that is one of the gentlemen, of course, who have done a great job with ku people power. Oyo ye abereddewo bakadama nyonyo abamu erinya liba demwabawa. Of course abamba bayita bankuba kyeyo. Oyo kyali of course yakwasaganya ensonga z'amawanga amalala okumanya nti nno abakyali bafe ababa traveling abatali mu Uganda, okugeza oba bali Oman, abali London, abali Sweden, abali mu United Arab Emirates countries, that is UAE. Of course Charlie, of course Mwada Nku Nyinji makes sure that you know every Ugandan, you know, ngatali mu nsi ye yonayona gy'abaali, of course kiba kitambula bulungi nnyo. So that is Mwada Nku Nyinji. Today we just wanted to give up a big ups to him, and ozamujukira kawe mabega kayala emabegako. Mwada Nku Nyinji omu kubaleta yaleta initiative okubanga tufuna banyinaffe, of course ne ba brothers baffe abali mweze ensinga tebabayisa bulungi nnyo. So at the end of the day, baminalete your initiative. Before we know it, there was a simple fundraising again amaso because of Mwada Nku Nyinji. Abantu batandika ku fundraising abaana bangi nnyo. Of course abavayo abali batayisibwa si bulungi. Yeah, it was so because of that gentleman there. Abantu abasinga bonna abaana ne bakomawo yaddenga ebintu tebyatambula bulungi nnyo. Abamu nga abanoonya, abalala ne baagala ogendako, of course okubanga balaba president waabwe, that is Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, but surprisingly abamu nga bagezaako okubanga babagaana. Yeah, and there. So when it comes to the people, of course mweche ekibiina people power, nope, kyonna kyoyinza okiyita oyo kyali bambi Mwada Nku Nyinji yabeerawo nnyo. Each time he moves around akola kyetwandiyise update, yeah, nawatuuka eri n'abateekamu akayimba tuliyamba lengule. Yeah, so he does that, and I'm wondering that day oyo amuli okumpi oba mulaba. I was even wondering, you know, oyo amuli okumpi awo kuguno omukono side zeno oba ye yali awulira atya abaali amu bannaabwe enkwe, given the fact that even some of them bamaliriza bafudde. But anyway, we are super excited, of course, okubanga tutandise officially. We are going to be talking about different things, yeah, for the people who did watch our last live je twasembayo kola. It was a little bit tricky, yeah. It was a little bit tricky, but of course today it is going to be like a simple continuation. A number jolabawe soka, of course that is our WhatsApp number. More so in case you're watching through and maybe you want to discuss about what we are talking about, or you want to make adjustments. So gamba waneno inake njagalo gata oba ninake njagalo kwawulawo, ye number you can always send what we call voice notes. Also look voice notes, or also kuba WhatsApp call. Yeah, you're not supposed to call in directly because your data your airtime ajakuba agenda mu nnyo naye ate onobanga okozeseza internet as in a WhatsApp call ngokozesa internet, then because as long as you can watch this, then that means you can go ahead and discuss. Of course, ndabyeko waneno, of course, Hon, chigwayo nga honorable, of course, Hon Nakato, Gambia, she is already live and clear. So Nakato, thank you very much, of course, for having got us already. Yeah, so when we watch this show, Sembayo, we talked about different things, and of course, it was a literal motivating nga kinengeri gye kigezaako okubanga tuleetera the so people abagala smile, the so-called celebrities and all that. So we noticed that there is a disease that is so rampant. It was earlier today, it was today, it was today, yes, but ekiro, so that means yesterday at night, waliwo kavidiyo akageze ne kafuluma aliwo mulaba mita Macklin surprisingly afulumiza ka video nga agamba aina kyetwandise HIV and AIDS nagenda maaso ate nayogera list y'abantu bagamba badde bagenda ne beekebeza. So we are going to be seeing her, but before we can go there, kanoko kalango ka just for just, awo tuliko Busabala, yes, Busabala ekyennyanja kyo nga kyasunye dda. Era osobola okulaba of course omukulembeze, that is of course His Excellency the President, the elect gwe bagenda ne babbako akalulu ke, but at the end of the day fena tumanyi nti he was the one who was elected by the Ugandans, and Ugandans bali bamwagala nnyo era bakyamwagala nnyo. So of course ebivulu bye basooka okujjawo ne bagamba tojja bikola nyate. His counterparts by then, when they were still doing music, bachalibe ngogaseko Bebe Cool, of course, Chameleon, bone babanga bakola concerts zaabwe, though as I told you last time, the Kyagulanyi family, they are also trying to organize some kind of an event. So if all goes well, bagenda kubanga bakolayo ekivulu. So obanga oli Uganda ne oba toli Uganda naye nga olinayo mukwano gwo muganda wo kojjaawo sengawo obango inayo ani exwo osobola ogamba exwo nomugamba agendeko e Busabala afuna akenyanja nokola baako ogwo ogunyanja ogwo ogunene baguwadde erinnya baguyita Bobby Wine smoked fish, baguyita Bobby Wine smoked fish. Era nga surprisingly ogenda mu biseera ebyeddembe oyinza okutuukayo ng'agenda okusavinga ekyennyanja nga ye babi mwennyini the first lady. So that was, I think, yesterday. Was it yesterday or yesterday? But one, we bagenze ne bamusavinga ekyennyanja. So ako twagadde tukayiseewo buyisa just nga akalango because munange omwami bamulemesa okubanga akola sente mu kyali asinga okubanga amanyi, which was basically music gwe yali asinga otegeera naye munange lwakuba yagenda n'anyeenyaamu abaavu yamala omunyeenyaamu abaavu naye n'atya mu kutyamu n'ayagala amusibe wonna wajja 10 babeere nga baggalawo bugazi. So wetuba nga tulinayo business endala eriwo gye tumanyi fena nti ne Busabala osobola okugenda n'olya ku kye twandiise, of course Bobby Wine smoked fish, then you can go support that way because munanga ate eri ewalalawo babalemesa. So akonako mbadde njagala just kayiseewo kayala naye nga yona gy'oli oba oyagala ensi yo, then you know what you're supposed to be doing. So first things first, I don't know batutandikire wa banange simaina kumanya. Anyway, ndowooza tugenda katutandikire let me see kandabe we tuba tutandikira nawe njagala okutandikira nga walioke saagala nsooke mbatandikire eri ewalala ennyo. Okay, let's first start from here. This is the video, in a video yakedde, of course the entire today it was trending together with yesterday. Ka video kaadde katambula nnyo. Oyo omukyala golaba awo bamuyita Macklin, Macklin oyo ebintu birungi si birungi. Of course it was yesterday when she came out, amanya ge gonna wetuba tugogede bamuyita Macklin Juliet Nakalema ge manyage. So it was, I think, yesterday, but when she came out on social media, yavuddeyo n'agenda ku mitimbagano gye mwandiyise Facebook, TikTok, nezigobereraawo. In between n'ayogera n'agamba nti no, you know, by the way, muyinza okuwona omuwala temumujjukira bulungi. Let me first remind you a little, kangezeeko okumubajjukiza so that muyinza okumujjukira bulungi. Yeah, kansooke mbatwaleko waneeno. Yeah, in a video, I don't know if you remember it very well. This video moved on social media like crazy fire. Yatambula nnyo. Eyo video, of course, ngayita Macklin, of course, Nakalema yagenda kubanoonya abasearchinga. He went on a TV. I should not call it a national TV, but yagenda ku TV naye kubira omulanga n'agamba munnange yonna gye muli nange ndi wano nga emundaba ndi mu kunoonya. And surprisingly enamba era nga emubimanyi ne bagenda nesuna y'omu ku abo abasinga okutraining ennyo. Before you knew it, of course, alinganga gwe baali bakubidde akalango. Bannayuganda abali e Uganda n'abatali Uganda, essimu bagiteekamu kye twandise ka airtime. Yeah? Ne batandika okukubira mwana muwala because ebigambo byali ayogera ku olwo omusajja yenayina gy'abeera agamba kano kenjagala okuba nga ngenda nako ewaka, ng'era okalaba ng'osobola okulabira ddala nti kano ko kakola kali nice and lovely. Of course, before we know it, abakuba amasimu bakuba, but okubalaga nti n'abakuba amasimu bakuba, I tried, of course, this was a couple of years ago. So nagadde nfuneyo at least a still picture we see, because mwabo abamu ku bo muyinza okuba nga nammwe mwennyini omanyi maybe nga oyinayo kyaliwo. Because njagala funa screenshot eno. I don't know. Yes, this is the screenshot that I'm looking for. Yeah, otulinda screenshot eno bulungi osobola okulaba. Basically when we want to relate, yeah, we just want to relate, then we see maybe reactions as they are singa okubanga afuna. So we want to move it down. We see the shares, tulabe shares meka zeafuna. If you can see bulungi, of course you can see they got over 9.4 thousand comments. That is around 9,400 comments, and of course 1,000 people who went ahead to share. Kati awo maze okyetegereza bulungi nnyo. So that is the lady Nakalema Macklin gwe tuli mu kwogerako, era nga yajja kwabo n'agamba ssebo munnange nange ni mu kunoonya. As you know, for us Ugandans wabeerawo ekikutuka kati abamu ku bakyali baffe kano ke kalinganga akakutuka ya nga waliwo diiro eno yo nga ebanga ekutuse. So that lady there a couple of days ago n'agenda ate n'avaayo n'agamba nti munnange nina HIV and AIDS. It was during them days, of course, omuntu yayogeranga ku HIV oba nayogera ku sirimu ng'abantu batya nnyo, because twayinanga oli sirimu waffe yasinganga okutiisa kwegamba ng'oli wakugamba nti no nina sirimu nga muyina engeri gye mubanga mutyamu nnyo. So that lady there, it was a couple of days yomu when it comes to Ugandans abaakavaayo maybe currently n'agamba you know what, nina obulwadde naye ate okubeera n'obulwadde si kyekikulu. N'agamba ye munnange tayagala kumira makerenda, era amakerenda galina engeri gye gamuyisaamu obubi era ye tagaagalira ddala. N'agamba alina akaseera katono nnyo naye era nga yemulabye of course ku comments and the shares that were there n'akanamba k'essimu nga kwolwo kaali kaasuna. So in that video, of course, like one day ago, we have Deo n'agamba nti no, you know what, I have HIV, but ekyo si kyekikulu. Ekisinga obukulu who are the other people involved. N'atandika okwogera abantu abalala abali involved, n'alyoka awa list ye. Mu list ye yataddemu abantu bangi nnyo, and we don't want to do ekintu kye bayita stigma. Ebiseera ebisinga tekiba kirungi kujja n'oyogera, but of course because eno video yatambudde ku social media yatandise agamba bannange bakyalibanga abamu abankuba amatooke. So there I'm direct bachita direct I'm doing a direct speech. N'agamba buli muntu ali eyo nga mwankubako amatooke ddala abamu kwabo abamanyikibwa n'alyoka akola list ye. N'agamba of course Johnny Omutoro muyomu kwabo abamukuba amatooke abalina ogenda maaso ne babanga beekebeza HIV because ye agenza okwekebeza nga mulwadde. So n'asooka n'abeetondera neetondera of course Johnny Omutoro neetondera manager of course mutaawe oyo omu oba abayambako of course Maulana and Rain, then of course Sunny UG naye n'amugattako of course ne list neyeeyongerayo n'ayogera n'abalala bonna abali involved. That was one of the first video. So video ezasoose we yafulumye abantu ne batandika okuvaayo emisinde omu ku omu nga buli omu ayagala gezaako kubanga yeetaasa nga buli omu ayogera munnange n'agamba nedda ate muneewakane nnyo nze kyenja okukola njafuna bufunyi bu audio. Manya nti ennaku zino abantu bakyatingira nnyo ku WhatsApp. Then I will come up ntandika okwogera nga mpaayo list yange ate nja kuba mpaayo omu ku omu so tayagala beegaana. Ne ngamba Airbus abantu abali bavuddeyo ne boogera ebintu nga bino ne bagamba I'm HIV positive. Of course tuyinza genda mabegako nnyo of course we tujja ewa mwami Fire Bongole Lutayo. Of course he was among the first people in Ugandan history abasooka okuvaayo ne bagamba you know what, I have HIV. Yomu kwaba abasooka ne bavaayo ne boogera ne bagamba manyi nze munange HIV munina. Of course he trained so much ate nga tusobola kwerabira yomu kwaba abayimbi of course abayina ennyimba za Christmas and of which currently abazeemu ku nnyimba ze of course born in Africa of course abadde Ed Kenzo. Then omwami gwe twali twogerako of course a couple of days ago and that is Bruno K. So but otuba tuzzeeyo ke mabega yadde nga tugenda kubeera nnyo ku Macklin of course oyo gwe tubadde twogerako. Njagala tusooke let me see I'm seeing like my internet is failing me. How is my internet? Let me sound waffe is nice and beautiful. I mbadde ndowooza ka internet kalina engeri gye katukuttemu so tubadde tulina ogenda ne tukakebera ne tulaba if we are really doing okay. So of course Macklin, given the fact that yavuddeyo ye n'ayogera byayogedde n'awa ne list ku y'abasajja abaamukuba amatooke oba abaamukola ebintu bya mami ne daddy. Naye ne njagala mbazzeeko emabega nti of course it was first of all Fire Bongole Lutaya. Initially abantu abasinga baagamba bandoze kino kyekimbaddeko buli omu ng'awa ensonga ze nga alwadde because they thought HIV bwalinganga obulwadde obunene nnyo obwasinganga okubatiisa but because twagala kubeera nga tuli mu current but of course wetuba tusobodde okujjukirako a little bit. Fire Bongole Lutaya yafa I think it was the 15th of December 1989. Of course that is the time of course he died, but of course he had declared to Ugandans and of course he yave Uganda naddamu n'agenda ebweru n'agamba alina okukomawo akole concert eri alina okubanga esembayo but so bad of course he died before he could come back and of course that was in 1989. Of course that is around 36 years ago, December 15th. Ate ng'era kigambibwa the other people maybe in Uganda of course when it comes to entertainment and music of course which I understand the most mulimu abantu abalala abagambibwa oba ekigambibwa muno maybe they could have died also of HIV. Ensonga gye tugendako because tutandikidde ku Macklin eyavuddeyo n'ayogera n'agamba abamu ku ba entertainers nti bandigenze ne babanga beekebeza naye ne twagala tutandikireko ate emabega gye kitandikira. Of course twalina Omwami Pade Bitama, of course, yatuvako. I think that was, I don't think, but it was 2014. But of course, as you know, media, they said, of course, he died of cancer. Then Twina Fred Maiso, yayimba akaimba Echimuli Chaloza. I hope you remember that song. Echimuli Chaloza, Ishunyakao. That was, I think, it was a hit around in the 1990s. It was a big hit, and then later on, of course, in the 2020s. And then Twina Livingstone Kasozi yayimba Dunia. I think you remember that guy. Of course, yayimba Webale Bafumbo, and of course for him he died at around 1997. Then Twina Paul Kafero, that was in 2007 when he died. Then Twina Sarah Birungi, of course she died around 2002. Okukola, of course, kwa Tabu, that was one of her, nyimbe za from. Then Twina Harriet Chisache, she died I think around 2015. Then Twina Maka Makumbi, of course he was a very big Kadongo Kam presenter on TV. Atengera alimuko into sports, and he's one of the guys, of course, abamukubaso kokwanga bakola Kadongo Kam ku TV. And of course he died at around 2016. Then Twina Martin Angume, of course he also died, and speculated he also died of HIV, but of course he died in 2013. Then Twina DJ Berry. So right now enembozi ey'omwana Maclean awenjagala eberenga eyingiriramu, because when it came out it was really so crazy. But of course waneno honorable, of course internet is okay, you can go on. Of course honorable Nakato, then Christine Kagasha, of course Agambia live from Norway. How is Norway doing? Munange je mutabadde ne Uganda, internet yagenze nekwata omuliro nga waliwo omuwala Maclean, omwala Maclean yoyo yagenze, I think it was yesterday, najja ku internet n'agamba banna Uganda nga walina HIV, ekyo ekipapula kyakutte, ng'alaga nti naava kwekebeza, n'agamba mikwano gye egimu, of course abamukuba amatooke, nga wenkyogedde bw'atyo yakikozesezza naye, abamukuba amatooke n'abagamba nti nno munnange yayina siriimu, era nabo abamukuba amatooke nga tebambadde kondomu bandigenze ne beekebeza. Naye ensonga lwaki jjukira bonabona be yayogeddeko, yayogedde ku Johnny Omutoro, mwabaddemu ba comedian, mwabaddemu ba manager ba comedian, mwabaddemu abantu bangi. Neneebuuza abakyala bano oba n'abaami lwaki baba baagala nnyo, naye ate obadde wakatwegattako ono omuwala y'ono eyali kubanoonya we muba mujjukira bulungi, era n'akanamba ke ne bakateekawo ng'era bamuyita Maclean Nakalema. Enamba ye ne bagiteekawo nga ogiraba 07089996 of course 872 n'agiteekayo. Abantu yafuna bangi nnyo, because singa tugezaako ne tugamba bugambi nti no kale katugeze bugeza nti buli omu eyalaba ku eyo video katugeze wabanga yakuba essimu, oba buli oba eyalaba, tuli mugezesa oba eyalaba yakuba essimu, obanga hafu yaabo maybe baakuba ku kyetwandiise ettooke. This is of course the still picture katwotunula, because njagala mbatwala empola, saagala batwala speed nnyo, just abatwegasseko tubazizzaako just emabega katono. So we yali kwabo abanoonya bebo comments zeyafuna. Of course wokebera comments yafuna 9400 comments, ate nga shares abagamba waliwo wanene akatambula, abasharinga ne bakyali baabwe bo bali almost 1000 people. Can you imagine? So katugeze kwabo waliwo abakuba kanamba ngono omukyala yali talisted then. Mpulira olowooza nsasagge kikaaki eyinza okugwa mu ggwanga. Okay, so omanye ebiseera ebisinga, most of the times when I come here I always want to take you mpola mpola. I don't want us to go so fast. Kati tukenda soka tuddeko emabega. For the people abalabye show eyasembyeyo, of course I think like 2 days ago, abagirabye twagenda ne tulaga of course story yabadde training before Macklin coming through yabadde Brunoke okubanga yeganye omwana era ye nga awulira ayagala babeere nga bakola DNA of course ne tugezaako okubalaga some of the pictures of maybe different girls, yeah. Abamu kubo, maybe they want to be vixens. Abala kubo, allegedly sister, ngawe manyimbo your sister wange, blaza wange. So we were just imagining, yeah. Kwemwa kafananyi, of which this is not true. Net kwemwa kafananyi, if this artist we are talking about right now had HIV, abamwegandiza oba bamwagala bangi nnyo, just imagine maybe what would happen. Kati oli Macklin yagenda ku TV ensi yonna yonna neraba abakuba obusimu bwabwe ne bakuba abali amatooke ne balya ate kati mba mukyali awo gwe wali amatooke najja ku social media anti kati social media yajja ne bagamba nti nno ate omanye ekiriwo munnange ate I am HIV positive. Just imagine. Ngenda bazaako era emabega because there is a way manjagala mmere kubanga mbavuga speed. Waliwo omukyala, ono omukyala baali bamuyitanga Mutoni. Yes, baali bamuyita Mutoni. Abajjukira obulungi wemba mujjukira Wafagio, abajjukira obulungi wemba mujjukira akayimba eno indicator. If you remember that song, ono mwala yali mu Wafagio. She was one of those pretty girls, yeah. Obwalo obwabeerangawo nga oli akatulina n'agamba naye kana akaana bannange nga kali pretty nnyo, yeah. So this was one of those kids, those girls, of course, who trended so much, and of course most of the guys, more so when it comes to entertainment, bali bamwagala nnyo, by the way, because she was one of those pretty ones. Lero just ngezezaako baleetera bawala, and of course bwe bakolanga Wafagio nga bagenda ne bakola performances. Of course I think I remember by that time Emma Carlos yali omu yali among the managers, yeah. Yali manager owaba abayimbi ng'era lwe bagendanga ku stage ono omuwala nga bantu bamwagala nga basajja ebiseera ebyo muno muwala w'amaanyi abakuba amatooke gaabwe ne bakuba amatooke. She was pretty, true. Basajja bangi nnyo abaali bamwagala, true. Bangi nnyo abaali ku matooke, true. By then waliwo kye twandiyise red pepper ebiseera ebyo yaliwo eringa y'amaanyi. I think it was the same time when twali tulina ba Pretty Glow. Simanyi oba mmwe ba Pretty Glow mbajjukira. If you remember Pretty Glow, by then she was one of those girls that, you know, Red Pepper beyatekangayo nga olaba Red Pepper onyiza bagamba Red Pepper, of course nanyini wa okay, Red Pepper nga olaba Galaxy. It was one of those, you know, newspapers ezabavubuka nga mwe mubeera obukazi obwakabi amawulire ago nga gatunda. Who did not mujjukira ne Haina? I think ne Haina abeeranga mu Red Paper. Yeah, I think yali mu Red Paper. So it trended so much, but so absurd. Ono mwala agende China, she gets sick, ate we yarwalira nno ddala, later nafa, yafiira kaseese n'obulungi bwe bonna n'abaali bakubye amatooke ne basirikawo. We basirikawo, okusirikawo si kyekikulu, but Red Pepper laba weevaayo n'efulumya list allegedly gye balowooza abaalya ku matooke oba ku nsaaniike eya Mutoni. And it is from China that she came back, that speculation got it, that maybe it ain't HIV. Olowooza mu Uganda kyali kitya? Uganda yali eyaka muliro, abantu baakaaba amaziga, but guess what? Ekyo si kyekikulu. Oba wali amatooke ga Mutoni, that's not the big deal. But olidde amatooke ga Mutoni naye ate naawe waliwo gwolya, ate oyo naye alina boyfriend we, then ate oyo wabeera ne boyfriend we naye ate alina gwalya, ate oyo naye gwalya, Mutoni naye alinayo ate omulala gwawaako. So before you know it, eyo generation omwali ba Pretty Glow, I think that was the same generation mwe twalina ba Pade Bitama nga bakyakatandikawo, I think okubanga bakola comedy. wobeera gwe naawe ne wobeera ng'oli kyali ng'oli musajja nolaba omukyala ng'ono si mu bubi ya oba olaba nti nno ono aba akola. A lot of people in between. Waliwo kyali waffe yali akola I think vision group, he got sick, yalinga nga akuba bifaananyi. It was so terrible. Having the disease is not the big deal, but you know how you handle it. You know, they always say prevention is always better than cure. Yeah? Okubanga oli awo gw'onyumirwa bunyumirwa, because life is so short. Of course, definitely everyone will die, but how you die is also another important thing. Ogenda kufa otya. Wanene no ku Facebook, for the people who are on Facebook, waliwo wanene yasose na waliwo yampadde ka message anzija kumulamwa naye kiri okay. Bangambye eno business ya Bruno K gyali ono yagala kunzija kumulamwa naye bandaze business ya Bruno K yagulirawo omukyalo. Of course Vanessa yabuuziza nagamba Anderson business wagirabye agezaako okundaga business katugigeze bulungi nnyo waneeno bakyali baffe beerenga bagiraba bulungi. Of course this is the business yeyo business abasembayo okulaba. Of course the last people who watched abalaba I think 2 days ago. Yes, for the people who watched nga tukola story ya Bruno K together with Vanessa. If you didn't watch it, and of course nga tunabagenda ku YouTube, it is very easy. If you come to YouTube oja kulaba wandikamu just LAA ono wandikamu LAA, then you'll get to see the interview gye twasembyeyo okola. Of course business bagitangizawo $8,000 naye abakyala abasinga benayogedde nabo bagambye eyo business kwezo sente ng'oli Uganda it cannot make any sense. Anyway, back to mulamwa. Ono saagala atujje ku mulamwa, just yagadde business tugirabe. Abuuza abakyala angambye mbabuuze nti nno eyo business nga bakwadde $8,000 Uganda oba oyita oba toyita. By the way, a quick one. Yeah, waliwo pictures that are moving around. Let's just get them. Of course, by now what we would call a general Muhozka in Rugaba. Of course, border opening. Bagenda kwera Rukundo Ngu. Okay, yeah. Of course, venue bagitaddawo Kigezi High School playgrounds. But kakafaananyi sigwe mulamwa naye abantu abasinga baweddemu amaanyi we balabye ate akafaananyi kano. This is the picture they saw. Abantu abasinga nga bagamba ati yandibadde Spice Dana, of course, to go support these people. Ne bagamba, because they also told me, because engeri gye bandaze kaliri nenzijukira kaneno bangambye kaneno nkalage. Ne bagamba mno we should confirm if really Spice Dana agenda ayimbire bana abantu. If you remember very well, yo yali performinga ebyuma bye. Of course ababijjako ng'ali alina kubanga akoma ssaawa 6 ebyaliwo mwabiraba naye ate nga waliwo abalala abamu kwabo bo abakola show zaabwe naye mbunga bo babongeramu bwongezi budde ng'oyo munyininyini gwe tutaddewo naye tetuli mu promotinga show, so tumugyewo mangu. So nga bagamba Spice Dana teyandibadde ye, of course, to do this. Of course, waneno nakato, let me ask Anderson, is Chinene the singer your bro? You guys resemble. Honorable Nakato, let me ask you, Anderson, is Chinene the singer your bro? You guys resemble. Who is Chinene? Let me check. And so kenda be Chinene wafanana. Who is Chinene? Chinene the singer. Yayimba kayimba chi. Chinene, Ugandan artist. Kanda yo ano Ugandan artist. Kanda be Chinene wafanana atya. Chinene wafanana. Yeah. Let me first rakwamunzija kumulama, which is okay. Let me first get this Chinene guy. Kanfune wano Chinene mubalageko waneno gwe bali mukungamba Honorable Nakato. Okay. Kandabe mfunye Chinene. I want to see Chinene. Of course, for the people who are not watching in, by the way, don't worry. Bali ku Facebook, yeah. Of course, we are both on Facebook and then YouTube. Naye bangambye muno mfanana Chinene. Let's put this picture here. Honorable Nakato yagambye mfanana Chinene. Let's put up Chinene here. Where is he? Yagala muteko waneno, then you guys tell us if it is whether true or false, yeah? I don't know, maybe. Oh, I don't know. What songs has Chinene done, yeah? That is Chinene you're talking. Is that the Chinene you're talking about? Or he's just dark like, I think he's dark like me. Then maybe the nose and the forehead. Forehead, the eyes. Nakato, do we really resemble? We resemble with Chinene? I don't think so. I don't think so. That is Chinene. But anyway, back to the main point. Of course, Nakato Yagama no fana no mwami Chinene. Which songs has he performed? Yeah? Nyimba chiza akozeko. That is Chinene they are saying that looks like me. But anyway, the main point why today we decided to come through is that yadenga tuina the so-called celebrities abakabi. One thing we should know, HIV is very real. Even without HIV, we have the STDs. We have but Spice is making money. As you know, our Uganda, Honorable Nakato. Yeah, very true, Nakato. Abantu beya, but you know, we are Spice we are concert here. Bagira ne bamusazamu. It was after, of course, we are let's say the first lady we yajja ku stage. Babi Chagulanyi, the first lady, we yajja ku stage. There after some time, bali eri abagenda okuyimbira, they did not take it very well. Before we know it, Shone Bajimala. Of course, Spice Dana, Kaba, because Nice Henry, they were supposed to perform a song with Nice Henry. The song did not happen. But of course, when you look at other artists, of course, Boba Wanga time, Gesukao, so Nevagamba, Baliwe Baba Tunyigiriza, because when Bobby Wine was talking, Yogera Nagamba, now let us not support them. Muchintucho Nacho Nache Bakola. Tuba supporting Baba Kozebivulu, Tubaleke, Baba ina Mazige Batunda, to guess when you have ina. So we cannot make them tetulina kugenda tuba supporting bafune sente obugende okole nabo. Yagamba yakwisa ekigambo katubaboole. Yeah, that was the word, katubaboole. So because ye baba mubula ne bagamba ye tagenda kubanga akola concerts, tagenda kubanga akola nkungana, it was unfair. So mubumpimpi, yeah, eyes and the nose. So mubumpimpi, they were like no, let's also not support them. Let's also not support them. So Mubumpimpi, back to the other topic where we were talking about HIV. Tufunya abantu, when it comes to our celebrities, of course, I want to thank a lot, of course, this gentleman, that is Katamba, is one of those guys who have tried their level best, of course, okubanga bakola activations about HIV, ngagezako gamba abantu, munange bino ebintu byaddala, tovaira kuboli cerebro akumulaba alabika bulungi ngembala ze mutoni ntino toina kubanga oyambala. By the way, kisinga n'okunyuma n'ekirungi nnyo nti even our president yavaayo n'ayimba n'akayimba very many years ago nagamba bannange olina okubanga oyambala, you should put it on. So currently nga we twalabye Vanessa, nga we twalabye of course oli omukyalo omulala, it was yesterday. You know, when you like celebrities and you feel like you want to do kalika pum pum fire with them, at the end of the day, your life is precious. You know, inaina gola bangoloza, yo ya listed. Munange, sometimes that's not how things are. You catch the virus, kat yo mwala avudeyo, gwe twogera ko Maclean atandise okufulumya list naye ne list gyafulumizaabo nabo balina bye bakwasaganya. So before you know it, you know, it is the entire generation that is going to be wiped out. Anyway, today we were not supposed to be coming in, but I think I should give you some note here. Waneno abagala ennyo abayimbi nga abanyumirwa nnyo. There is this guy, of course, I just felt like maybe Sobolo Soma. This is a note that he put up. So let's just read this note to Disome Fena. Okay. Of course, Supercharger, for some of you guys, maybe you could not know him, but of course, Yavayo, agenda come universities, and he's one of those abantu who abagezako kubanga baranisa HIV in the country. Of course, Supercharger, he's the former radio presenter and musician, of course, Amanyagama Tufu Moses Nsubuga, aka Supercharger, has revealed that many Ugandan celebrities, especially artists, are HIV positive, but they don't want to take medicine and are instead continuously infecting young girls and boys, out there. Nayongeza Konagamba Supercharger said that he got infected with HIV and AIDS. That was in 1994 when he was a singer and a radio presenter at Bukoto-based radio Simba. When he started getting rashes, he called it witchcraft. He rushed to shrines, but the virus was continuously weakening him. He later realized that after 4 years that he was HIV positive. As a result, his wife left him. Many Ugandan artists I know are sick and are surviving on Kadomola. Of course, that is HIV medicine in jerrycans, but they have refused to start medicine. I have talked to them, but in vain. I have advised them to start medications, but they have refused. This is hurting because I also started like that until I accepted the reality. The most hurting thing is that they are infecting young people. Of course, Supercharger, he is a former radio personality. He was a singer, still a singer. He's an entertainer. That is the gentleman that I'm talking about. So, either way, Honorable Nakato, all the guys, of course, Sawade, ku YouTube, LAA, you always do a great job, coming through. So, basically, they don't just imadenze and jagala kubusa banyina fe abawala n'abalenzi ntino man buno obradde bwaddala tulina okwebereramu before we can lose you. Different celebrities have died of this. Supercharger has also talked about it. So, I didn't want to come to Nyumiemunyo, but I just wanted to come. I just remind you, Kayala, that life is precious and you're supposed to treat it nice. Bakanga tuzem netwegwako. Bless ya.
Andrew Anderson is mine now.
Yo, my name is Bobby Wine, chilling out with Anderson Luzze.
Yo, and this is Taxi representing the baddest. Luzze Anderson and one of the crews who are doing a year with another
entertainment to the climax.
With Andrew Anderson Luzze.
Antidote Vitone Nalo, Luzze Anderson.
Yeah, man, this is Anderson Luzze.
Andrew Anderson.
Well, I call me Simpson, rocking with #1 Luzze. Don't get it twisted. I see.
If I have a 7 hour, but you want to be out, I'm better out.
Bubbles are also causes some magazine. Moving to the vocabulary of one matali sport. I told you no Luzze Musayani.
Viola Nastende. I'm here watching Luzze Anderson.
Hello, my name is Judith Bavirie and Anderson just watching and enjoy.
Haji wa hajati. Zani hajati wa haji. Vivian Anderson Luzze.
Hey, what is the Ugandan property, aka Luna Rosedana, Miller Life, the one I'm Luzze Anderson, better cook one and better cook, so Gama Bunga.
I'd rather get just one line, so I'm an upcoming artist. Yo, watch me, man. Well, this is Surubala School at Master Nick. You are representing the one and named Luzze Anderson. Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend.
People like you so much from the west down. Is it true or false?
Yes. Why don't you take it?
Echana charenga basi
atuwembere eri ku CNN nga oba nga nine kundi neisa bwenti oba